don't want to be standing under there, that's for sure. Outside here, we got a little bit of cloud cover, a little bit of haze too. But it's hot. It's in the 80s for sure. So I didn't see any rain around here today yet, Erin.
Not yet, and we are looking for that rain. But there is a slight chance we could get it this week, but we're still not going to get enough to make up for the 6+ inches that we were behind since January 1st. Gorgeous skies out there. We are seeing a mix of clouds and sun. That's been the theme throughout the day, and I think if we would have been more sunshine and more blue sky out of the gate, we would have seen those temperatures in the downtown area near 90 degrees, at 90 degrees. But it is very active on the waterways out in Lake Union. This is our Fox 13 studio camera pointing out towards the Ship Canal Bridge. Actually, traffic is moving along southbound pretty well. Looking out back at the U District, it looks really nice. So today's high around 86 degrees. This was a little low as we went into the 4 o'clock hour. 70s where we should be. And again, where we are going over the next 5 days, we're going to drop off tomorrow into the upper 70s. Still, be mindful, that's about 6 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. And then we're going to cool off Friday. That's the indicator that we could see a little bit of precipitation coming our way, maybe lasting into early Saturday morning, but we climb right back up into the 80s as we get into next week. This is a look across the country as we see the Pacific Northwest, those varying temperatures between Salt Lake into Boise. We're seeing that activity of some showers moving through and some thunderstorms, and moving down to Portland, low 80s as well, and cooler temperatures in throughout California because of low pressure. 77 degrees in Shelton, 84 for Olympia, and 86 for Tacoma at this hour, along with Puyallup and Joint Base Lewis McChord. That's the average temperature around the central and south sound. Up to the north, we're seeing that along the I-5 corridor, but once you move west, we start to see the 60s and 70s. So here's the activity as far as what we're seeing across much of the Pacific Northwest, except for western Washington and eastern Washington. We're just seeing a few showers filter on through the lower Columbia Basin and fizzle out by the time they find their way up into the eastern slopes of the Cascades. So the fire danger threat is lessening as we get into our Thursday and into our Friday as we roll through. We're seeing that significantly drop off as we see a cooler air mass come our way. Now, we do have an alert up for a flood watch and flash flood warnings over in northeastern Washington. We could get some heavy downpours as we get into our Thursday and Friday riding through. So that excessive rainfall could produce flooding in some areas where we have poor drainage or the burn scars. So we will look for that for our friends further east of the Cascades. Tonight, we'll drop those temperatures down into the low 80s in the 7 o'clock hour. Once we get to about sunset, 9:03, 73 degrees, and then 69 with mainly clear skies overnight. And we'll have those enjoyable temperatures overnight for Seattle at 55 degrees. Tomorrow, we're seeing those temperatures about 10 degrees off of where we were today for the Central Sound. Hoquiam 61, the coast 70 for Forks, and upper 60s to low 70s through the Strait, and slightly cooler up in the North Sound. Here's what we're looking at. Some models are forecasting that heavy rain for sure over in eastern Washington, but some of it wafts over into our area, and we're starting to see that into our Friday and maybe a little bit into our Saturday. So we'll keep our fingers crossed to get some rain in the bucket for sure. If not, we're going to go back to those sunny skies as we get into Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We really start to warm up again into the low 80s, and then knock it off a few degrees as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday next week with just a few clouds and plenty of blue skies.